All right, guys, we're going to make it short today. If we spend the next few minutes when your partners talk about thankful thing, spiritual thing, spend a few minutes there. We'll do a quick summary and then we'll do forum. So try to participate during this time so that we could keep it. We'll spend a few minutes here. All right, so let's come together. So we could continue these conversations during forum. All right, so let's have a couple groups share. I feel like I haven't seen Vera in a while, so I'm gonna have Vera's group share something. Yeah, something thankful, something good, or some kind of spiritual conversation or a moment of event, possibly to evangelize. Okay, so school is going well and you're enjoying it. Okay, all right. I heard that you had something to share, so let's hear what you got. That was good. You like that? Okay. All right. Anybody with any spiritual things that they want to share in any of the groups? Thank you for those things. Anyone had any opportunities to witness or have a spiritual conversation? And it's okay if we don't, but let's continue to challenge ourselves to do that. All right, some announcements. Small groups are this week. Please keep in mind small group leaders and small group members. RCA, they mentioned it's virtual this year again. So registration, if you need it, let us know. It's going to be leaders meeting I looked at Sunday, Monday, and then the actual conference Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the prices were, I think, $150 for the conference and then $50 for the small group leaders meeting. Also, Chan's he had to leave, but he's gonna tell us a little more information. But looks like we will have a winter retreat around December 19 through 21st. So we're gonna talk much more about it next week, probably when he's able to share. But just keep that in mind, December 19th through 21. All right, let's talk real quick. So I think the format's going to change a little bit. We're going to try to make it a little shorter as far as the summary so that you have more time in forum. I know there's a lot of people have a lot to do, especially with school getting more difficult. So today, the title of the message was Discernment in Life's Priorities. And I think we talked about it a lot today, but there were kind of two big things that I got out of it. And it definitely relates to me kind of like last week. I think the big first question that we talked about is, what is life's priorities? What are your priorities in life? And so some people, we talked about this a little bit, it's praise from other people, right? They want recognition from other people, whether it be from your job or what you look like or the money you make or your friends, how popular you are. So some people want, that's their life's priority, to have whatever it is that they deem from the world to be success or whatever they deem, to be good. And for everybody, it's different. And for each phase of your life, it's different, right? For me, when I was 13, did I care about the money that I made? No, I didn't. I cared more about the athlete that I was, how I did in school and stuff like that. But as you get older, that changes, right? Now it does matter more what my career is, what my compensation is. So that stuff can constantly change. But is that your priority in life? And is that clearly, as we're talking about this in church, that shouldn't be your priority in life. But what should be your priority? We talked about this right away from the beginning. It should be receiving God's grace. And I think this is where it connects to last week, following what God has already prepared for you. We talked about that last week. God has things prepared for you. Are we humble enough to just follow what God has prepared for you? And he gave us 3 examples, right? Noah built an ark, right? He built an ark when there was no rain and it was a drought. But that was his obedience and following in the grace that God has prepared for him. Abraham, he totally left his house without any kind of idea where he was going to go. God said, leave your family, leave your house, and I will make you a great nation. So he did. Joseph, he was sold as a slave. Again, it was clearly not an ideal situation for any of these people, but they listened, and then they just really accepted the grace of God and the plans of God, and ultimately they were blessed beyond measure. So I want you guys to hold on to that in your forums today. Just, what are your priorities, right? Is it grades? Is it school? Is it work? Is it money? Is it what you look like? Is it what people think about you? Or is it really God's grace and following what God has prepared? So let me close this in prayer, and then we'll go to our small groups. Lord, we thank you so much for this day and for everything you've provided for us. We pray that you would just be able to help us hear your word, follow what you have prepared, and just help us let go of the things of this world and just hold on to you. Keep us continued to be safe during this pandemic. I pray for everyone with their own priorities, especially for all those who are in school, which is a lot of the group here, that you would continue to give them knowledge and wisdom that only you can give. And